Buckle up, Buttercup. This is where we had the biggest issues with the QMSR at the FDA meeting in February in Washington, D.C. This is where most of you probably know the FDA is not allowed to look at a lot of the internal audit records, management reviews, supplier audits, third-party audits, that sort of thing. And comment number 55 is what blew it all up. So get ready for this one. FDA received numerous comments regarding the lack of an exception for management review, quality audits, and supplier audit reports, which formerly existed in the QS regulation. So it was explicitly stated in the QSR that they could not look at those documents. And there's a lot of reasons behind that. We'll go into in another DP minute. One commenter in particular noted that the current quality system inspection technique guide, the QS IT guide, also states that same requirement or the same enforcement discretion of the agency. Several comments expressed concern that the exception was necessary to ensure manufacturers' audit and management review reports continue to be complete and or useful. So essentially what happened back in many years ago, the FDA would frequently come in, look at these records, and then write a company up for the things that they have either found or that they were reporting to management. So a lot of companies stopped doing that. And the FDA said, okay, we're not going to look at those records anymore, but you're still required to do it. The FDA's response: FDA disagrees that it should maintain the exceptions set forth by the QSR. The exceptions comment references are not available to manufacturers being inspected by other regulators or being audited by other entities, for example, MedSAP or auditing organizations. And thus, such manufacturers will not be additionally burdened by making these records available. That's assuming a company is in fact regulated by either MedSAP or any other third-party regulator. Most small companies are not. FDA does not consider it to be a large burden to be manufacturers who may have taken advantage of the exceptions to make these records available. FDA notes that its investigators have already had access to data used to inform management reviews, such as nonconformances and complaints, and any corrective actions resulting from internal and supplier audits. FDA intends to modify its inspectional processes consistent with this rulemaking and does not consider this rulemaking to be the appropriate vehicle to describe any future implementation activities. That they're talking about the QSIT guide there. This was another big part of discussion in the meeting in February as to what's going to replace the QSIT guide. We don't know yet. They were very close-lipped on that. So at this point, we're not sure how the FDA investigators are going to actually come in and investigate. And at the time of the meeting in February, neither was CDRH. So there you go. This is going to be one of the things that's just going to blow up when this hits. It comes into play on February 2nd of 2026. Thank you very much. Give us your comments and your feedback on this particular topic, because this one we think is going to be a hot topic for a long time to come. Darren Reeves, President, DP Distribution Consulting, and we'll see you next time.